Benning, and Spencer Knight getting the start in the nets for the Charlotte Checkers. Knight coming in with a record of 12-7-4. He's top 5 in minutes played among AHL goaltenders entering the evening. Mukhamadullin back into his own end, rims it up the far side wall. The Barracuda beat Knight back on November 12th in the second game of back-to-back in Northern California. Knight comes in with a record of 2-1 against the Barracuda in 3 games played. GURYEV back into the lineup tonight, 82 in black. Hands off for Mukhamadullin. The Barracuda donning their all-black road sweaters, white numerals, teal and gray the trim. Gushtin with the puck, 31-star selection. And now it's whipped up the near side boards and skated up the right wing side by Samo Skevich, former first-round pick of Florida. 24th overall and 21. Back post feed, and that puck just missed on the far side as Carlson came leaking down from the point and just pushed it off the frame. Barracuda trying to win it back. GURYEV giving some harassment on the end boards. Up high to the point for Casey Fitzgerald. D-to-D, thrown on net, tipped just wide. And then GURYEV lifted the stick. So corner board battle, puck back in the Charlotte end. Squibs free for Ryan McAllister. McAllister hands off for Dalpe. He lost the puck and skated quickly back into the offensive zone. Cardwell looking to center on the backhand. That bid is stood up, thrown back on target though by Rao and kicked away by Knight. That puck hoisted all the way back into the Barracuda end, and no icing on the play as winning the foot race to the puck was Patrick Giles as he beat Mukhamadullin to get to the puck and wave off the icing. Barracuda tried to clear, held in and shoveled back towards the cage by Kierstead. Now an end board battle between Giles and Bradley Merrick. Jam free but right to the stick of Nathan Todd, and Todd will sense his zone, but it's recovered, and Wise will skate it in transition for the Checkers. Mayhew trying to walk around GURYEV, who took it away from him. ARTEM will skate it up the near side and get the puck down in deep. Knight will stop it behind his net for the Checkers. 9:42 remaining in this first period. No goals to this point after an offensive explosion in yesterday's game. 8 combined goals through the first couple of periods. GURYEV now turns away from the pressure. GURYEV for Mukhamadullin, of Ethan Frisch during his collegiate career. Thrown on net, kicked away by Krona. Into the corner it goes. Mukhamadullin trying to get to it. Draped all over him was Brind'Amour, and it's skated back to the neutral zone by Kaspic, who then is upended by Perlini. Barracuda recover the puck, roll it back in on Spencer Knight. 6:50 remaining now in this first period. It's punted to center by Jerry Mayhew. And Artem GURYEV with the puck on his stick will carry it back to Colmer Waters near the end line in his own zone. GURYEV will rim the puck far side for Mukhamadullin. Guided along and skated through center Castles. Castles for GURYEV. GURYEV cross-ice dump. Lindblom will try to one-hand it up the wall. He's stood up by Balinskis. Now it's reverse near side. GURYEV back down low for Castles. Return to the point for GURYEV. Artem GURYEV down the half wall for Castles. It was skipping on him, and it just drifted past him, and the Checkers have it back through center. Wise, hard hit there by GURYEV as he got Wise right on the tracks, and a penalty coming against Artem GURYEV. And now Wise going after GURYEV. And GURYEV is going to the box, and they're going to get him for an elbow. And the time of the minor at the 14-minute mark, as we'll get another look at this hit. Right on the button. Problem for GURYEV is he had the size advantage on Wise, who is also a bit. There's no one currently in the box for the Checkers, so high to the point. Thrown back down low by Kierstead. It's actually Giles with it, 36 in white. Laid down low, Bizot. Up to the point, Kierstead shot off of Brind'Amour parked in front. And now Cardwell up that right wing side. GURYEV is out of the penalty box, and we are back. Second year pro out of Boston College. So back underway we go. Castles hands off. He's got to make. GURYEV pulls the trigger. Big save. Gets it back. Rolls it on net. And it went through the stick of Lindblom, who was uncovered on the back post. Couple good looks there for GURYEV. Big shift here following the goal. Now Mukhamadullin near side for Castles. Took a shove from behind by Dalpy. And it's rolled back up the wall. GURYEV retreats into his own end to get the puck. 1-0 lead for the Checkers on the goal by Giles. Charlotte. 13:58 remaining in the second period. Checkers 2, Barracuda nothing. They've got goals from Patrick Giles at 3:38 and Santu Kanunanen at the 5-minute mark. Here comes Todd coming down the wing. Save made by Knight. He was screened. Todd picks it back up in the corner. Kyle Rao trying to pull his stick free. It was under Kierstead. Rao just ends up dropping it, skating off the ice. Rao is not too pleased with the no call as he was pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to get his stick free under Kierstead as the Barracuda looking to exit their zone. Cardwell, and he gets it back to center. Picked quickly back up by Jake Wise of the Checkers. Wise gets it down into the trapezoid. 13:10 left in the second. 2-0 lead for the Checkers as the puck comes free and Todd lays it up the near side. Kaspic trying to get to it. And it's fired in. Here comes Carlson back in and a hard pull the trigger. Turned aside Krona. Barracuda can ill afford to give up another goal. Here comes Coe over the, and it may have went off of him. They are currently giving it to Robbins, but Stanika, he's the one who led that fist bump line, which is often the indicator. Either way, the Barracuda are on the board and right back into this game. So 10-10 left in the second. Nathan Todd, dangerous pass, nearly picked off in his own zone. Now GURYEV leans into Bizot on the far wing. Puck reversed along the near side boards. They are giving the goal, as we mentioned, currently to Tristan Robbins. If that stands, it's his second of the season and second in as many games. GURYEV down the end boards. Todd jams it free. Cardwell takes a peek and lays it back into the trapezoid behind his net. Mukhamadullin near side. Kyle Rao directs it off. Castles now swipes it up high to the point. GURYEV goes DDD. Mukhamadullin lays it into the corner on the backhand. Peterson awaiting its arrival, takes a shove from behind there by Carlson, spilled down to the ice. Peterson has the puck under him. We're down to 8:18 left in the second period. And both teams still trying to fish that puck free. Kicked free by Perlini. And now it's cleared out of the zone by Wise, back to center. So Mukhamadullin with the puck. He'll skate it up ice in his own end. Right wing side for Castles. Castles into the corner. 2-1 lead for the Checkers as the puck rolls all the way back into the Barracuda, and no icing on the play. Mukhamadullin up the near side for Todd. Todd guides it along. Left for Rao. Now GURYEV places it into the left corner. Was Fitzgerald. 33 seconds remaining now in the second period. Robbins fanned on the pass, picked up Samoskevich over the line, directs it back for Carlson. That's taken away. Stanika of the Barracuda. 15 seconds remaining in the second. Right wing side for Benning. Left for Samoskevich. His shot blocked. Mukhamadullin feeling the effects of that block shot. Down to 3 seconds remaining in the period. And that will do it. So 3 combined goals in the middle frame as the Checkers jump out to a 2-0 lead. And now Dalpy just threw a two-handed shove into the back of GURYEV, who was having a chat with a Checker. And now the officiating crew trying to separate all parties as Sordiff is in there. And off the draw, it's into the corner. Carlson looking to clear its past Mukhamadullin all the way down the length of the ice. And this will be an icing with 30 seconds off the clock here in the third period. It's not too late to see. For more information, visit sharksfoundation.org. Back underway here from the Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. There's a shot by Mukhamadullin, blocked, digs it back into the corner. Robbins looks to center. Taken away by Sordiff. Pushed along and backhanded out of the zone by Samoskevich. Mukudullin punches it back up the wall, and that puck is out of. That led to a Barracuda power play. It was thrown by Justin Sortif, and it was called for a hit to the head. Up high to the point it's played. It's through the stick of Benning, and it forces the Checkers back into their own zone. Now McAllister up the near side wall. Came back to him. Kaspic pulls it free. And now Fitzgerald on that far side. Pushed in deep. Sam Oskevich and the Barracuda back into their own end to pick it up. Guryev up the left side. Gets it up the wall for Castles. Now Sam Oskevich guides it for Skoog. Skoog coming down the right wing, giving a bit of a ride. Good effort by Knizhov. And the Barracuda are able to exit the zone. Here they come. Peterson slung wide of the net by the Checkers. And covered up by Cronus, so we'll do it again. 15:03 remaining now in this third period. 2-1 lead for Charlotte. All three goals coming back in that second period. Off the face-off draw, it's won by the Barracuda. Guryev gets it to center. Fired quickly back down and deep by Kjærstad. Guryev with it, skates out from behind his net. Guryev lost it, now he has to chip it quickly near side wall, shoveled in deep. Cardwell, and the Checkers lifted back into Barracuda ice. 12:31 left here in the third. 2-1 lead for the Checkers. Castles along the near side, gives it off from Mukudullin, works down the wing, waiting, holding on to the puck, circling back up the ice, pulls up on the end line. Now for Gushtin, and he put it through his intended target, Tristan Robbins, and back to center it goes. Now Mukudullin flicks it up the near side. Robbins banks it off the wall. 12:08 left here in the third as it's forced back to center. Now Guryev has it for the Barracuda. Back for Shakir Mukudullin. Will to keep it alive, plays it into the trapezoid, picked up now by Fitzgerald. Guided left wing side as the Checkers leave their zone. Dalby's pass intended for Kodorenko, a little bit too strong. Now Guryev had to elude his own teammate, or Mukudullin had to elude Guryev rather. And Castles for the Barracudas over the line. Barracuda just barely on side. Mukudullin shot stick to side by Knight. 10:02 left here in the third period. Not a ton of chances in this final 20 minutes as Guryev has the puck on his stick, trying to weave away from the pressure of Wilmer Skoog. Jacob Peterson, left side for Lindblom. For Mayhew, over the line, waiting, works to the backhand, pocket pick to the final moment by Guryev. And Guryev then springs it forward. It just leaks outside of the zone. Mukudullin on it. Near side for Guryev. Had to release it quickly. Got it into the near corner. McAllister up the near side wall. That was Kunin rather. And now it's skated up and out of the zone by Bizot. And Bizot into the right side. He gets it on the forecheck. Takes a body check from Mukudullin. Guryev pulls it free. Brindamore lost it. Had it for a moment. Barracuda now control. And Nathan Todd will slice it up the wall but couldn't get it in deep. Now Guryev for the Barracuda in his own end. Flicks it forward, rolls in towards Knight. Picked up by Carlson just before it got to his goaltender. Sort of off the wall, placed back to the near wing. And that puck will dribble to center. Now Sortif trying to get around Guryev. Hands off, quick shot, kicked away and shoveled just wide. That was just wide of the net as Sortif was looking for another goal. And the Barracuda dodge a bullet as the by Wise. Guryev pinches, pokes it away from Mayhew, and now Jacob Peterson up the left wing side for the Barracuda. Threw it on the net. He had Lindblom charging the blue paint. Now Guryev on the point goes D. Mukudullin pulls up, throws it to the mark. Lots of traffic in front, and Knight makes the save. Separated by just a goal. Took it straight to the net from the corner, tried to work around Spencer Knight, who turned him aside with the blocker. By far the Barracuda's best chance here in the third. Knight made that save. The Checkers would then get a goal from Wilmer Skoog and an empty netter from Lucas Carlson, and that is where we stand. Down to 28 seconds left here. The Barracuda will drop their 7th straight game They will fall in both of these games against the Checkers, although they did earn a point yesterday by getting to overtime. They did a lot of good things, and in many respects, they were better tonight than they were last night, but they don't get any points to show for it, as we're down to 5 seconds remaining, and the Charlotte Checkers will pick up their 3rd straight win as the Barracuda fall here tonight by a final score of 4-1. And some pushing and shoving as Spencer